Giannis getting booed, and he knocks down the jumper. We talked about no love lost the last.
He's quite chippy. If you recall, Giannis Antetokounmpo actually used the term baby to describe the man with the ball, Ben Simmons. I wonder if he's a little anxious to get off to a good start.
Scoring a little bit down, but that's the case for Embiid as well. Here's Chris Middleton, an all-star a year ago.
Got off quickly. He thought there was contact.
Harris, like Middleton from Milwaukee, got a max contract ever coming over in a trade.
Improvement, they will concede that three. Brett Brown telling us before the game as they go into the low post.
Giannis started grabbing Embiid at midcourt because he knew Embiid was going to post him up right away. He was trying to keep him from doing that as Richardson drains.
The guy has got length and speed. He's elite defensively. Nice inbounds.
Wesley Matthews getting the easy two. It's a homecoming. DiVincenzo drives and scores.
I feel like with more.
Embiid thought about hoisting another one. This time he'll take a two-pointer and rattle it down. So Joel Embiid off to a good start offensively today. Lopez on Embiid. Middleton trying to reach in. Embiid kicks it out. Richardson up top. Too strong.
Where are you and what are you doing? Are you looking to cut? Are you looking to space?
Giannis able to get free from him.
15 points per game in the restricted area. How does he do it? Well, look at the body, the strength, the power, the length. Good luck with that.
This is his second Christmas game. You and I last year were watching them play the Knicks as we were getting ready for our game as DiVincenzo dunks. And Giannis took off from half. He's a really tenacious defender. Embiid hovering on the perimeter a lot. He switches home a three there.
Antetokounmpo inside the paint, 66%. That dropped by nearly 20 points, as you see Middleton.
Off the Giannis screen. Teardrop off the front iron and in for Wesley Matthews, his second basket. Harris got a good look and drains it. That's a third. Miami at Boston, at Utah, and then Dallas at home. And that loss to the Mavericks ended an 18-game win streak as to pass by Simmons, but an offensive rebound. Now Simmons goes to the goal and lays it in for his second field goal. Shooters on the floor with Connaughton, Hill, and Korver as George Hill. Horford a step back three. Is good. They hurry, but here comes Ennis back into your picture. Ilyasova short corner is good.
That guy just hasn't.
Category. Here's Korver, and he knocks down a three.
It's not only his shot prep.
And last time out, played his 1,200th career game. Embiid, beautiful touch on that. Trey Burke left alone and connects. That's the fifth. Hill pulls up for three and buries it. That's 2 threes for George Hill here in the first. A block by Connaughton. 3 on the shot clock. Embiid has to pull the trigger. They were there. Brett was anyway from 2002 to 2013. Embiid again. That's 16 points now to lead.
This is why Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley believe this guy is a monster talent and want it more consistently.
Richardson, that's
point that maybe shooting is the one thing they need more of to get where they want to go.
Hill, nicely done on the floater. Brown and Budenholzer when they were assistants in San Antonio. Traded for Kawhi Leonard. Embiid with the one-handed throw.
Job.
Embiid thought he got fouled on the rip-through. Antetokounmpo lanked on the floor. Richardson's three, good again. Greek Freak attacking again, lays it off the window and in. To the Horford miss, couldn't get it to go, but Simmons gets it back, and Harris hits. An 11-point Philly lead. Tobias Harris. Milwaukee shooting just 40% as a team. Ennis able to make the nice assist for Simmons now, and then Horford blocks Middleton. Ilyasova, former Sixer, buries a triple.
There is.
Oscar was 32 years old then. Bobby Dandridge. Think how long that's been. Embiid now has 21. It has to go back to Giannis before this thing gets out of hand. He's going to commit at the next dead ball.
Wow, that's a tough shot.
It was.
Like bully ball with Embiid.
Robin playing with his brother Brook for the first time team defensively in the NBA. George Hill in the paint. Nicely done with the floater.
Well, he has had timely.
To Embiid, who's able to get it back to Richardson. They got the mismatch. And Richardson able to take Lopez off the dribble. Giannis setting the screen, rolling. Hill taking the shot, and he is 5 for 5 from the floor. Again, he's 4 for 14. To your point on Simmons, getting ahead quickly. Richardson sizes it up. Shot clock at 3. Korkmaz driving and gets the floater with 6 seconds to go. First of all, you guys had me do the player interviews today as Middleton hit by the Sixers. DiVincenzo to Adetokounmpo, who just powers his way to the rim and smashes it.
And look at it, just really unselfish. Open corner 3.
Talked about the 4 losses for the Bucks as Middleton hits an app. Now the Mavericks off to a 19-10 start. And the Lakers with the best record in the West. And they play the Clippers on ABC and ESPN tonight. Embiid cleans it up and slide and then gets the slam. Embiid thought about the 3. Now drives and finishes. He's got the team. It'll be the 3rd straight Christmas Day game that he's done that. The only player to do that in NBA history is Will. The only 6 free throw tries on the night. Al Horford.
To his game, so he provides critical spacing. He's right now playing the backup 5. That's not a bad guy to go to, right? We've talked about how good Joel has been against Giannis. That's a tough.
Ilyasova puts it on the floor, and nice change of hand going from the left to the right. And so,
yeah, they have shown signs of what they will be as against the zone. Korkmaz gets to an open area. Milwaukee, coming out of some breaks, has switched into that to consistently seeing who they will be come the postseason. The priority for them changes when the calendar changes. Not that they're miss here, so we'll see if this continues and if it changes the game, the zone.
Middleton gets the layup, so it's down to 9. Not just this year, but the last 2 years.
Wow.
In a regular season game for Milwaukee. But there's Harris again. That is
2 threes, one by Korkmaz, one by Tobias around a turnover.
No, the only guy that really hasn't stepped back and shot a 3 is Korkmaz hits again. From behind the arc percentage-wise. Korkmaz again, feeling it.
Because they've struggled. I don't know.
Do you have the time to work on it? Do you have enough practice time to work on it? Here's Simmons. What a step through! And he got it with the right hand off the window. But you got Boston, Toronto, Miami. Don't forget about Indiana. Woj had the report earlier on Countdown that Oladipo could return come playoff time. Mike Scott, another 3-ball, 17 for the Sixers. On the drive, Connaughton is fouled. Philadelphia starts a 4-game road trip Friday at Orlando. They also play Miami, Indiana, and Houston on that trip. Embiid now with 31. Meanwhile, Milwaukee has scored 100 points in every game this season. They're at 78 right.
Al Horford back in for the 76ers.
He'll go to the bench. Al Horford will check back in. And Sterling Brown, a second-round pick of the Sixers, who was traded to the Bucks for money. Got the basket, and he's at the line. 3-point opportunity. Nice ovation for Embiid.
The choppy-footed closeouts to shooters. Multiple efforts on the defensive end.
Fouls and get points with the clock stopped. They got a shot, but Giannis missed the layup. Connaughton underneath, able to get it to go.
A good persistence of Brook Lopez in the middle of the zone is just special. Is Giannis going to get a chippy and Brett?
Shot clock at 5. Here's Korkmaz for 3. That's the 18th 3 for Philly. Field goal for Philly. Comes right out of the timeout after the Bucks made that run. And then Middleton.
How long do you run them here? You know, you probably give it another 3 minutes. Are they, closing the gap any?
All right, down. Here's Ben Simmons kicking it out to Tobias Harris. And he got it to him in a great spot. And Harris drilled it.
Such a simple.
Adetokounmpo kicking it out to Middleton. And Chris able to get to the rim and put it in. They hold on after losing 3 in a row, including home losses to Miami and Dallas. Wow. What a shot by Simmons. Good ball movement. Lopez pays it off with a triple.
Bill, if the scorer's table to check in, he went down a little bit.
There's Simmons again. George Hill. Draft pick to Indiana out of San Diego State. A guy that's won by a total of 23. They lose this one by 12, their largest of the season. They trailed by 29 as Philly put on an